Stand up, New York Mets fans. It's basically a situation where it's do or die for the Mets. Lose this game, and we're hanging on by a thread. Win, and we can force it to 6. Jordan Yamamoto takes him out for the Dodgers, and Jose Quintana for the Mets. Quintana faces Ohtani, Betts, Hernandez, Edman, Hernandez, Muncy, Smith, Pages, and Taylor. Yamamoto, on the other hand, by contrast, the Mets will counter with Lindor, Vientos, Alonso, Nimmo, Marte, Martinez. It should be Winker in this spot. Iglesias, Bader, and Alvarez. You go for one outfielder who's bad at the stick to another one who's bad with the stick. Good grief. There's going to need a lot of help tonight. Oh boy. If Witt's got a personal project within the station, it's going to be interesting. Of course they do, cardboard guy. First pitch is a ball to Otani. Sorry for not talking for the first handful of minutes, but I've been a little distracted, and Otani sends one out. Son of a bitch. Fed him another fucking cookie. And he was supposed to be bad in runners not on the bases situations this postseason. I mean, seriously, Quintana, why throw him back-to-back sinkers? I mean, again, I do want to strangle Mendoza to death for this for his incompetence. But then again, it's been a recurring pattern for the Mets to never seem to beat the Dodgers at home for the last 8 years. Fouled off by Betts 0-1. It'd be so much easier if I could watch the damn games instead of do it like this. Heck, I shouldn't even be doing this game like this, but with how much the BBKSN has been putting a lot of pressure on me to call these games as of late, it's putting a burden on me. Fly ball to right center, caught by Marte. One down. I'm ready to kill Carlos Mendoza for this. First pitch to Hernandez is low, ball one. I mean, you're basically throwing a soft pitcher out there. Most of Quintana's pitches never go above 91, 92 at best. And if he puts Senga back on the mound tomorrow night, the Mets are screwed. I would go to Peterson, not Kodai. Ground ball to Lindor, he'll scoop it up and throw to Alonso 2 down. Strike one. One. Ball two. Two and two. Sinker called strike three, inning over, but the Mets do give up a run on a hit. And guess who gets it? Fucking Ohtani. Now, can the Mets wake up, show some fucking discipline to play tonight against Yamamoto, and get some fucking runs? Because I'm ready to kill them if they don't. Especially when they got Jack Flaherty tomorrow. And I don't care what Mendoza said about starting Senga on tomorrow night. With how bad Kodai has been in the postseason, the logic dictates go to David Peterson. Have Senga work in the fucking bullpen tomorrow night. I say this for the bitterness of my soul and ask God, why do you put up with me? What's the color? The C select, black, blue, or white? White. Granted, the Dodgers still ended up losing that game. First pitch to Lindor. Fouled off. Strike two as he fouls it off. And he grounds the split finger to the to Yamamoto, ricochets off him to Edman, who will fire to Muncy. Got him. Here's Vientos. And he takes a curveball, strike one. Can I see some fucking discipline, no aggression, or very little of it, or only aggression when it's needed at the plate? And Vientos smacks one to left to dead center into the black to tie the game. Or right. Fuck you, Yamamoto. Fuck you. Or however you say it in Japanese. I think it's fuck you. One batter into the top of the first. The Dodgers get a homer. Two batters into the bottom. The Mets tie it up. Let's go. Took you dumbasses long enough. First pitch to Alonso, and he chases a cut outside. 0-1. Cut fastball outside. This time Pete doesn't chase. 1-1. Not to mention, Yamamoto's not known for getting a lot of strikeouts. He didn't have many in the series against San Diego. He missed a bad cut, a sinker, 1-2. Two balls, two strikes now. That's a step up from what happened last night. We actually got a damn run tonight. Foul tipped into the glove, strike three. Why'd you chase that one, Pete, you motherfucker? Seriously, Pete, if it's that low, don't pursue. Dumbass. Umpires Nick Lentz behind the plate, Dave Rackley at first, Jordan Baker at second, Jeremy Rehak at third, Hudson in right, and Machinsky in left. Strike one taken at the knees. Chases a high fastball, 0-2. Nemo's not shown a lot of plate discipline either this postseason. In this, playing through plantar fasciitis, i.e., foot pain, agony in the ball at the sole of his foot. I mean, why not go to Winker in this situation? Nemo's injured, so I don't know why Mendoza's starting him. Breaking ball down and in, 1-2. One, two, hit to left, and it's foul. We'll do it again. Nemo gets set, and he gets Nemo to chase swinging, you son of an ass. But both sides have gotten a run on a hit through one inning. Tie game through one. Mets gave up a homer, get one back in response. Hernandez, Muncy, and Smith lead off the second, due up in the second for the Dodgers. In the meantime, it's 4-3 Yankees. They've got runners on second and third, nobody out, top of the ninth. They got back-to-back homers by Judge to tie it and Giancarlo to take the lead off Emmanuel Clase, which is a rarity for Clase to give up long balls. Austin Wells just went down swinging, for those wondering. Bring to Eli Morgan. Clean the cave there. Let's see. Andrew Walters comes in for Morgan. First pitch is a strike. And the problem with Quintana is he's throwing too many cookies over the plate. Fly ball to right. Marte's under it. He'll make the catch. One down. Here comes a guy the Mets couldn't get out at all last night. Motherfucking Max Muncy. And yes, I keep emphasis on calling Max Muncy a motherfucker. Why Severino, Garrett, or McGill couldn't get this motherfucker out bugs me. Remember, he's in for the injured Freddie Freeman. All one. And he throws the slurve 2-0. Can we stop walking this son of a bitch and go after him? 2-1 with the changeup. Played second base last night. Two one pitch. And he fouls it off. 2-2. Come on, trick him to chase. We didn't get this bastard out at all last night. He needs to die tonight. Fouls off the slurve. We'll do it again. I don't like that slurve pitch. Come on. Ball 3. You better not walk this piece of shit, you son of a bitch. Here's the payoff. He fucking walked him! You son of a bitch. It's a simple task, Quintana. Get motherfucking Muncy out! But no, you chose to walk his ass. Strike one. How about concuss him with a pitch to the head? And so you can get him out and force Freeman into the game, huh? How do you do that, Mets? Concuss Muncy. Hit him in the face with a pitch. Force Freeman to come out on a bum wheel. Strike 2. Five-three and a sac fly by Glaber in Cleveland. No, you cannot. Ground ball. Double play. Uh-oh. It'll be a force out. Never mind. That. So instead of a double play ball, it's a force out. Tough break for the Mets. Ball one to Pajes. Foul ball. 1-1. I mean, I kind of figured it'd be a force out based on how long it took. Give me a purple dot or a couple of red ones. Ball two with a curve in the dirt. Why are you throwing curveballs, Quintana? Quit getting cute. Then again, you're more of a softball pitcher anyway, whose power and velocity are sacrificed for finesse, but maybe a little too much finesse. You have little to no control. Baez grounds to Lindor. He'll flip to Iglesias, and now the Mets are out of the inning. Tied at 1 through an inning and a half. We'll be right back. And for those wondering about the Yankees and the Guardians, it's 5-3 going into the bottom of the ninth. Luke Weaver will take the mound for the Yankees. He'll face Jose Ramirez, Josh Naylor, and Lane Thomas. Essentially, Cleveland's murderer's row. I mean, Cleveland really blew it tonight. They had a 3-1 lead for most of the game, and from the third, they had a lead of 2-1 beginning in the third inning. Then they upped it to 3-1 in the sixth, and they basically let it get away in the eighth, giving up back-to-back homers to Judge and Giancarlo, a 2-run bomb to the former to tie it, and a go-ahead to the latter, and a solo bomb that served as the go-ahead to the latter. And now they just gave up a sac fly RBI to Gleyber Torres. And if the Guardians don't win tomorrow, they're probably going to get swept, and the Yankees can get a few days, can get at least, let's see, get Friday off anyway. Get Saturday off. If the Guardians don't win, they get Saturday off, Sunday, Monday. They get 4 days off. The Yankees would get 4 days off, which means regardless of who wins between the Mets and Dodgers, the Yankees would be going into the World Series fresh as a daisy. And then again, they've waited almost 15 years to get back, 16 years to get back here. And go from Bronx Bomber 27 to Bronx Bomber 28. And then when you look at how New York sports in terms of playoff production as a whole has gone this year, Knicks knocked out in the conference semis. Rangers knocked out in the conference finals in men's basketball and hockey, respectively. Mets fighting in the NLCS. Yankees dominating the ALCS. The Liberty on the cusp. If they beat the Lynx tomorrow, they become the WNBA champions for the first time. I mean, I know it's not the basketball title New York wants, but it's one they could possibly get. But only if they beat Minnesota tomorrow night. Starling Marte leads off the bottom of the second for the Mets. Strike one to Starling Marte. Yeah, a cutter right over the plate that he doesn't even bother to go after. Four-seamer misses the outside edge, inside corner, 1-1. Fouled off 1-2. I think now is not a good time to show bunt. Double play for the Yankees. One more out, and they get a 3-0 advantage over the Guardians. 2-2. And Marte goes down swinging, chasing the split finger. The split thing. Yamamoto's infamous split finger. I find it annoying that the Mets are not showing a lot of discipline at the plate. Even when the Padres weren't showing discipline to get good contact, they were at least getting hits on making contact on the ball against Yamamoto, where they limited to only 2 strikeouts in the game. And why the hell is JD chasing a fucking curveball in the dirt? Piece of shit. 1-1. And he just stares at a fucking cut. Chase those, JD, you fucking bastard. Nomo. Kazuhiro Ishii. And he goes down swinging, chasing the slider outside. Where is the Mets fucking plate discipline? It's been MIA lately. Arrogant idiots. Here's Jose Iglesias. And many people are wondering why the hell Mendoza picked Martinez over Winker in the DH spot. Winker's been the better hitter from that position. Curveball, strike 1 to Iglesias. Mendoza's lineups make me want to kill him with the gambling. And he stares at a fastball. Look at the pattern, you morons. Off-speed fastball. Off-speed fastball. Off-speed fastball. Adjust to that pattern and go after the fastballs. Slider is fouled off 0-2. We'll do it again. It's a simple fucking pattern, Mets, that Yamamoto was hitting you with. First pitch is an off-speed. Second pitch, he's going to come at you fast. Third pitch, he's going to go at you slow. Follow the parity pattern. Fouled off. It's simple mathematics, you morons. Follow the parity. If he's going with if the pitch is odd, he's going to go off speed. If it's even, he's going to go full speed. Split finger, ground ball to left, base hit for Iglesias. Die for it would have changed a little something. And here comes Harrison Bader, a guy who's been pretty bad in his last 100 or so at bats. Ball 1 on the cut. Strike 1. Yeah, it does make a little sense. He just stares at it, 1-1. Okay, so he's not going full parity here. And again, why is Bader chickening out on the fastballs? 1 and 2. He threw him the same pitch twice, and he didn't bother to fucking chase. It's a down-the-middle cookie, you son of a bitch. What the fuck is he waiting for? In the dirt, 2 and 2 on the split finger fastball. And the Guardians tied on Joanski Noel homer. 5-5. Sheesh. Weaver just blew his first save in relief. And Bader chases the slider and misses. Strike 3. How am I not fucking surprised by that? Pardon my mouth, almighty one upstairs. You get my point. There'll be Taylor, Ohtani, and Betts. You do not want Taylor on base. But then again, as we saw in the start of the game, Ohtani crushed a ball that Quintana threw over the plate. He needs to go more outside on Shohei. I mean, seriously, Weaver, you fed Noel a 1-0 cookie? We're going to extras in Cleveland. Tied at 5. I hate these Twitch updates. And my ass is getting ready to rupture. As is my dick. Fouled off by Taylor on 1. Fouled into the glove, 0-2. We want a four-seamer that just nearly hits Taylor. Yeah, it could be, but as we saw, Ohtani crushed one earlier to start the game. Change up 1-2. Then why not go to the damn southpaw and Peterson instead of Senga, the former is healthy, you son of a bitch. 2-2. Why are you nibbling, Quintana? Go over the center. Dumbass. This is the same shit that got the Mets into trouble last night. Nip going overboard with the cute pitches. Fouled off on the curve. We'll do it again. Fly ball to right. Foul. Pedro Avila now comes on for the Guardians to pitch. Line drive to right. Marte's under it. He'll make the catch, one down. Fairly deep, but not too deep. Here's Ohtani. And again, he's going outside with that sinker. I don't know why he's going outside with it. Ball one. This is what got him in trouble last time. Can you stop going outside? He's not going to fucking chase. I mean, when he's a pitcher who's doing most of his hitting this year because of the knife and the fact he's had UCL surgery, Tommy John UCL surgery, sinker just misses 3-0. Just throw a damn strike, Quintana. Motherfucker. And he walked him. Why? What are you doing, Quintana, by playing cute with this son of a bitch? Hit him head on. I mean, yeah, he got a homer off you in the first at bat of the game, so I get it. You're scared of him now, but shrug it off. There's no justification to If you're going to do that, you would have asked Mendoza to tell you to give him the free pass. Strike one on a sinker pitch and bats. I'm ready to strangle Mendoza for that tactic. Ground ball to Nimmo. Hit too hard. It's a liner. And Ohtani will have to hold up at second. But he's just dancing around them instead of going at them. Ball one. This is all managing. Can you stop throwing low? Ball two. Strike one. Swung and missed, strike two. Yeah, goes a little too far with the fucking nibbling. And that's the thing I get in his case for. Playing it too fucking cute with the nibble pitches. Swung and a miss, strike 3 with the changeup in the outside corner. 2 down. King. Avila was told to intentionally walk Rizzo, so Volpe is up for the Yankees. Come on. Okay, that's way too high. Quintana, what are you doing with that pitch? Ball 1. And he nibbles again. 2-0. Goes too far inside with the fast one. Ground ball, base hit. Dodgers retake the lead. It's 2-1. And all because you chose to watch Shohei! If you didn't watch Shohei, maybe this could have been averted, you son of a bitch. But no, you chose to watch Ohtani. You damn coward! Take strike 1. I mean, seriously, Quintana, what's the logic in playing chicken to Ohtani? If you're that scared, just give him the free pass. Fucking pussy. In the dirt, 2-1-1. Compounding this issue, the Mets have not shown any plate discipline in the last game plus in Citi Field, where the Dodgers are plethering in plate discipline. Can you stop nibbling, Quintana? Please, stop nibble pitching! Three and 1 because this bastard continues to nibble! Stop nibbling! Lee, you piece of shit! Just stop nibbling! Throw nibble pitches! Throwing nibble pitches! Stop it! You're never going to get out of this thing with nibbling pitches! Ground ball, slow roller to Lindor. See, Quintana, this is a fucking consequence of your bullshit nibble pitching! Stop fucking nibbling, you bastard! I mean, this is the problem I have with the Mets playing the Dodgers at home. They can't figure out how to beat this shit of a team, even if they're most vulnerable, with starting pitching depth issues. What is the fucking problem? Why can't you beat the Dodgers in your house? Why not just give me a death note and I'll write every fucking Dodgers name in it and you can move it in the World Series by default? How about you just fucking plug Muncie? How about you do that? Strike one. Ball one. He chooses to nibble again. Stop with the nibble pitches, Quintana, you piece of shit. I am so glad I am not calling tomorrow's game. So fucking glad. Budo, this is too soon for him. And all because he's throwing fucking nibbles. Enough of the cautious crap, you coward. Fuck you, Mendoza, for this gambling habit. By using a pitcher who gambles on nibble pitches, who uses an overly cautious approach. What are you doing with these damn nibbles? Ball three! Stop with the fucking nibble pitches, Quintana! Throw it over the middle, you son of an asswipe! Ball four, that's 10 straight times you haven't gotten Muncie out! And again, why are you throwing fucking nibble pitches? Stop it, Quintana, before I fly my ass to New York and kill you for this! I swear, you're giving me a fucking aneurysm, Quintana. This should have been Peterson in any given game. Not Senga, not Quintana. It should have been Peterson in the fucking rotation from the get-go. But no. Mendoza had to fucking gamble and stick Peter on Senga and had to stick Peterson in the damn bullpen. Fuck that logic! And all because Quintana's going overboard with nibbler pitches. How about you just throw one over the fucking center, you piece of shit? 2-2. Ball three? Stop with the nibbles! I'll kill you if you throw another fucking nibble that they don't chase. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Why is it that Met pitchers are going with nibblers? They know the Dodgers have 10 times the discipline at the plate that the Phillies have. Why are they trying to trick them to chase when it's not working? You need to go at these bastards head on! And the Guardians get a homer to survive to fight another day. David Fry to win it. And Smith finally pops it out to get Quintana out of that inning. I have a nightmare of a third. Ubert's coming down, and Quintana gives up 2 walks, 3 hits, and leaves the bags loaded. Through 2.5, 3-1 Dodgers, and I'm getting fucking pissed with how stupidly these Mets pitchers are just throwing fucking nibblers, and the hitting core is not showing a lot of discipline at the plate. I swear I'm getting a fucking aneurysm from this. I'm gonna give myself an aneurysm from this. I guess the verbal drug wore off. I guess my calming drug wore off. I guess my drug that's been serving as a calming finally wore off. So the Yankees lose, so Cleveland is going at least 5 of them. Yeah, sorry for being a little pissed. Alvarez, lines 1. Ground ball to right, base hit, and he gets a leadoff single. Sorry for being a little distracted, folks. Yeah, where he basically ignored the fastball last game. I hope Alvy has learned his lesson on that. Here's Lindor. Ball 1 on the curve. Ground ball to center, base hit. Pajes will scoop it up, and now the Mets are threatening with runners on first and second, and nobody out, and Vientos coming up. Okay. Of course, we know Alvarez wouldn't take off on the. They wouldn't do a hit and run with Alvy. He's too damn slow for that. Just need to get into the outfield again. Vientos takes a cut of a slider and misses 0-1. Strike two as he fouls it off. Now he's going off speed, both pitches. Mosley to avoid Vientos whacking another fastball. Let's see what he gets 0-2. Batter timeout call by Vientos. Hit it, Mark. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Again, that's because Mets are not showing a lot of discipline as to why Yamamoto's only thrown 9 pitches that have been out of the zone, and the Mets haven't bothered to chase those 9. Said 9. That was a very defensive swing by Vientos, as it was coming in on his hands. Ball one in the dirt, which ended in 6 to Atlanta in the league championship. Son of a bitch. Strikeout in the dirt. That's a momentum killer. Every pitch he threw was off speed to Vientos. Here's Alonso. Let's see if he can get something. Ball one on a cut. That's only the 11th pitch that's outside the zone that the Mets don't pursue. 1-0. How is that slider ball 2? That looks more like strike 1, but whatever. Ball 3. Will Pete take the obligatory 3-1, or will he try to chase it? 3-0? Or will he chase it? Take or chase? It's 50-50 with Pete. And he takes a cutter that just gets the edge of the zone. 3-1. I don't know why the hell he swung at you, dimwit. That's fouled off, and now it's a full count. Pete needs to chase. If cannot afford to chase if it goes outside, but I know him; he'll probably chase. Come on, Pete. Do something that's not counterproductive. Payoff pitch. Ball four. Loaded bases. We need a blue dot here. I don't care if it's a sac fly, a base hit. Just give me a blue dot. You know that plantar fasciitis is really plaguing him. I don't know why Winker didn't start tonight. And I know what that's like. It's a pain in the ass to deal with at the sole of the foot. Ball one on the split finger. I mean, trust me, I dealt with plantar fasciitis. It is a pain in the fucking neck. Or sole of the foot in this case. Fouls the fastball off, 1-1. I mean, even if he didn't go after it, would have been called a strike. Because it just caught the edge of the zone. Fouled off on a high fastball. Again, I don't know why the hell Nimmo is chasing that. I get the foot is plaguing him, but wouldn't it have made more sense just to sit him tonight and let Winker start Mendoza, you dimwit? One-two pitch. A little too high up down the middle. And Yamamoto's going to step off. Fouls it off. We'll do it again. Fouls it off. I mean, he didn't have to swing at that pitch. And it's a double play ball. Oh, he's fucking sick. That's going to be a force out. Was there really any need to confirm the call over at second? I mean, I knew Alonso was out from the way the ball was played. Either way, 3-2. Now, the Mets do get one of those runs back. Dodgers have to get back on the field. It's now 3-2. New York meet Los Angeles. Someone get this idiot out of the first base umpire spot. Marte's first pitch. This one is going to be an easy force out, and that ends the inning. And given Nimmo's bad foot, it was easy to get him. The Mets get a run on 2 hits, and they strand 1. Through 3, Los Angeles 3, New York 2. But now the question is, with how bad Quintana went through his half of the third inning, do you pull him out? I mean, given how mad I was getting with how often he was nibbling at the plate instead of going head on, I'd say you do. Especially when you consider who's number 3 in the line in the do up for Los Angeles. It's fucking Shohei. I don't know, cardboard guy. But the thing is, he has got to stop nibble pitching. They're going to put him back out there for the fourth. Good fucking Lord. Takes a stinker down the middle, 0-1. Mostly because of his stupid habit to nibble pitch, and that one goes way too high, 1-1. Again, stop with the damn nibble pitching. 2-1. Strike two as he fouls the sinker into the glove. The only way he's going to get it with Nick Lentz is to go over the middle with it. Seeing as how this son of a bitch doesn't do edge nibbler, hates nibbler pitchers. Pitchers who love to nibble. Line drive to right, center. Marte in pursuit towards the gap in the track. He makes the catch. 1 down. Here comes Taylor. Strike one on a fastball. Again, when you consider that Quintana's not a power pitcher, he sacrifices power for control and finesse. What do? Do you walk Otani on purpose because you're afraid to go after him because of the solo bomb you gave up? You gave up in the first to start the game, or do you give? 2-1. Yeah, way too low on that shit. One of these days, I'm gonna have to throw Mendoza into the room of consequence. And for those wondering, that's not a prison cell. Why go outside? 3-1. You're running the risk of letting Otani hit another long, getting a hit. Strike two. Can I please kill you, Quintana? Fouls it off. We'll do it again. The Mets got one in the first, empty in the second, and one in the third. Trick him. And it's a base hit. Or it's a fucking throwing error. Oh, it's just. Slurve misses 1-0 to Otani. And this is where Otani has been at his strongest this postseason. With men on the base pads. I mean, his first 2 at-bats in this game changed the narrative. Fouls the sinker off 1-1. Coward. I'm referring to Quintana for not wanting to face Otani. Strike 2 on the change. I don't know why Otani didn't chase that one. That's well within his wheelhouse. Low inside corner. Why didn't he chase? I don't know. Slurve in the dirt, 2-2. Can you stop throwing that pitch, Quintana? You're not getting the call. Nor are you getting the chases. This is a scheme that's hell-bent on pissing me off. For what? And a boon to the Dodgers' core this postseason. Now Quintana knows he can't throw it. He's got to confront Otani now. And he throws the fucking curve, full count. Can you stop with the damn nibblers? What have I told you, Quintana? No nibbler pitches. Go after Otani, you son of a bitch. And he walked him again. And again with off-speed nibbling. What part of not gonna chase are you not comprehending, you fucker? You motherfucker! Quintana out, in comes Budo. 3 1/3, 3 walks, 2 Ks, 4 walks, 2 Ks, 3 runs, 5 hits coughed up by Quintana. I have a bad feeling about this game. I mean, if Budo and Severino couldn't get through the 4th, and Manaea could barely get through the 5th, what makes you think Senga can get through the 1st tomorrow? And get there tomorrow, huh? What makes you think that? Mets pitching has been so bad, and starting pitching has been so bad in this series. I'm actually legitimately gonna boycott calling the game tomorrow. I'm legit, win or lose, I'm boycotting tomorrow's game because of how incompetent the Met pitchers have been, thinking that the Dodgers are like the Phillies, overloaded with a lack of plate discipline. It's not the hitters that are the problem for the Dodgers. It's the rotation depth. Go after that, you dumbass motherfuckers. Their hitting core is not the problem for the Dodgers. Let me just say that I am going to have an aneurysm, win or lose, with this game. So I'm just going to take tomorrow off outside of my Mega Mets podcast episode with Mega Man NG. Outside the episode of the Mega Mets that I'm doing with Mega Man NG, where we're covering New Japan Pro, doing our prognostications for New Japan Pro's Royal Quest 4, or that occurs this Sunday in London. Flat out. That's all I'm going to do tomorrow night. And personally, when baseball season's over, I'm glad I can, at least for a few months, focus solely on wrestling. First pitch is a slider, 1-0 to Betts. I mean, seriously, this ump is so fucking stingy when it comes to not giving the nibble pitches. Why throw that again if it's going to go that far out? That's gone. Or a single, maybe even a double. It's a double. Two-run double, 5-2 Dodgers. See, this is the problem I have whenever the Mets play the Dodgers at City. They can't figure out how to beat this team. I mean, seriously, Mendoza, why are you gambling on Nimmo? He's got plantar fasciitis. You know how much of a pain in the ass that is in the foot? I dealt with it in the past. If Nimmo was healthy, then he'd probably get there. But with the bad wheel, get him out of there. Tomorrow you start Winker in left, not Nimmo. I mean, yes, as a trade-off, plate discipline goes even further into the toilet to some levels, but at the very least, Nimmo can get some time for recovery if you sit him tomorrow night. He needs to sit, you son of a bitch. Strike two to Teoscar. I mean, seriously, what kind of manager is so apathetic to his players' injuries that he'll force them to play with a bad wheel? Again, do you people know what plantar fasciitis is? It's a sharp pain from a plate in the heel of your foot that acts like a hot needle stabbing hot nail going through your foot. Fly ball to left, Nemo's under it, 2 down. I'm not fucking joking about that. I'm dead serious. That's how painful plantar fasciitis is. Plantar fasciitis, a disorder of the plantar fascia, which is the connective tissue that supports the arch of the foot. It results in pain in the heel and bottom of the foot, most severe within the first steps of the day or following a rest period. Pain is also frequently brought about by bending the foot up and toes upward towards the shin. Pain typically comes on gradually and affects both the feet in and about 1/3 of cases. Seriously, Mendoza, if Nimmo is in that much pain, you should have sat him tonight. If his foot is that compromised, sit him tomorrow against Los Angeles in Game 5. A game I've already stated I'm going to boycott. I mean, I am not going to call it all. No, because they're trying too damn hard to get these Dodger hitters to chase. They're not going to chase. And I'm warning you, Mendoza. If you start Senga over Peterson tomorrow, it's your neck in a noose. Strike 3, but the Mets give up another 2 to give a 3-run lead back to Los Angeles. Through 3.5, Dodgers 5, Mets 2. Wake the fuck up on offense, Mets. I mean, seriously, logic would dictate that if Nimmo is compromised in terms of his mobility due to the plantar fasciitis in his foot, you're supposed to sit him. I mean, I've always called Mendoza a fucking compulsive gambler with his bullpen and his pitching rotation. But the lineup with an injured player, that is the worst form of gambling. I get Nimmo was one of your most productive hitters, but if his foot is compromised, best players offensively and defensively over the course of the season. But if his foot is fucking compromised, sit him! This is where I wouldn't mind the configuration as follows. Winker in left, Taylor in left, Bader in center, Marte in right. And Winker is the DH. Or Winker in left, Bader in center, and Taylor in right, with Marte as the DH. But again, what is my beef with the Mets this year? It's in their manager, Carlos Mendoza, and his fucking gambling habits. Anytime I think this son of a bitch finally humbles himself and finally decides to stop gambling, that relief is brief because he goes right back to it. And more often than not, it shoots him in the fucking foot. Why do you think I don't want this guy as the manager, no matter how good the Mets did this year? I do not want a manager who is a fucking gambler across the board. I want a manager who is cautious, has foresight to see if something's wrong, and act on it instead of ignoring it, and above all, is fucking logical in his approach. Instead of a reckless, moronic, gambling buffoon. Is that too much to ask from this Mets team, from this Mets front office, to give me a manager who is not a gambler? One would say that's cowardice, but I'm looking at it from a lens of needing logic, not boneheaded recklessness. Martinez leads off the fourth against Yamamoto. Called strike. 0-1. I've had as many as 10 come in here. In on the body, 1-1. 2-1 as the cut goes outside. Two one pitch. Why is JD not chasing these center in pitches? Why, you coward? You fucking coward, why? 2-2. Well, he takes the curveball. It's a fly ball. Hit to right, not very deep. Betts coming on, and he'll make the catch. Should have been Winker tonight, not Martinez. Soft grounder to Yamamoto. Flip to Muncy. 2 down. Should have been Winker, not Martinez tonight. Tell me, folks, am I wrong for constantly calling out Mendoza for his incompetency? Am I wrong for getting on the Met pitching core for constantly trying to trick Los Angeles to chase when you know you need to go at these bastards head on instead of playing the coward's game? Yeah, ironic Yamamoto used both the Mets and Yankees to get a Dodgers contract. How is that not a fucking shocker? And Bader chases the splitter into the dirt, strike 3. I would have preferred Taylor in this spot. Or even McNeil. We're back. Top 5. Strike 1 to Kike. And he goes over the middle with a sweeper, 0-2. I've already seen the Guardians climb back and start to get out of a 2-0 hole against the Yankees with a 7-5 win tonight. This is the most I've had in a game call in years. Not since the Grassi Posse raids. You know, guys, you shouldn't be a Ninja Watcher. Click that like button and subscribe to me and the rest of the Big Blue crew. Fouled off. We'll do it again. It's fouled off. We'll do it again. Then they allowed the Dodgers to double it up because of the stupidity. Got him swinging one in the dirt. Again, it's rare that the Dodgers will chase them that low, but when they do, it's a bit of a consequential one. And now here comes the one guy that meant to haven't gotten out in the last 10 at bats. That motherfucker, Max Muncy. Sweeper one outside 1-0. How do you just plunk him in the throat and he suffocates? Ball 2. How about you just fucking plunk Muncy? Plunk him to where he's crippled and he can't go for the rest of the series. It gets rid of one cancerous pain in the ass. Fouled off. Yeah, and he's not going to get it. 2-1. And of course, by rule, defensive players are not allowed to go into the opposing dugout to get those kinds of catches. Pluto, why are you throwing away? You need to throw towards him. Stop throwing away, you piece of shit. And it's another fucking walk. 11 times in a row. They can't get this piece of shit out! And most of the time it's been walks. Why not just flat out kill him? Why not just hit him with a fastball so far in his helmet, hard in the helmet, it breaks his damn skull? Why not do that and we can get rid of him? Strike 1. Ground ball or a line out. Bader will grab it. 2 down. All one. All two. Strike one. 19, huh? Come on, can I get 20 here? 2-0's fouled.2-2 pitch. And he goes high with it. Full count. Why, Buto, are you going high with these pitches? Stares at it, strike three. Mets get out of that inning relatively unscathed. Halfway home, 5-2 Dodgers. Can we get some damn runs? Runs Mets. You got Alvarez, Lindor, and Vientos, all who've gotten at least one hit each off Yamamoto coming up. Fouled off by Viento by Alvarez on 1. Oh, and he gets plunked in the hip. That's gotta sting. He got plunked. We need a pinch runner. And that means Torrens will have to come in for the rest of the series. Now, I do want to stress, I don't think Yamamoto did that on purpose. And we hear the asshole chants breaking out in Citi Field. Now, on the one hand, I don't blame Mets fans for screaming that at Citi Field. But on the other hand, I don't think Yamamoto did that on purpose. Just get a pinch runner in at this point. Call Tyrone in or Angel Acuna the pinch run, and then bring in Torrens to catch for the rest of the game. I mean, seriously, it would save the Mets a lot of trouble to just get Alvarez out of there if he got hit that badly. First pitch to Lindor is a split finger, too high, ball 1. Ball 2. Strike 1 to Lindor, 2-1. Takes a curve, cuts a curve and misses, 2-2. And Lindor chases one up and on the corner, strike 3. Here comes Evan Phillips to pitch, as Roberts is going to take the ball away from Yamamoto. I mean, it's 73 pitches, four hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, a plunked batter, and 8 strikeouts. Why not let him go after get that double play? If I remember correctly, only Jack Flaherty has a decision as a starter for the Mets. I mean, for the Dodgers. Vientos is up. First pitch, he takes a sweeper, strike one from Evan Phillips. Alvarez hobbling at first. At this point, get Terens in there if he's in pain. Way outside with the sweeper on the second pitch, 1-1. Just missed in the outside part of the plate, 2-1. Fouled off. We'll do it again. 2-2. And Vientos just stares at a fastball, strike three. Seriously, you're going up against a new pitcher and you can't bother to take advantage, you damn cowards. You can't win if your hitting core is constantly strike out, and you can't win if your pitching core is constantly giving up walks. Fastball is over and out, over the missing the outside edge, 1-1. Bounces. But again, why is Nimmo even in this game when he's got plantar fasciitis? It'd be better to just bring in either Jeff McNeil, Tyrone Taylor, or fucking Jesse Winker. And he grounds out to a force to end the inning. Through 5-2 Los Angeles. Can the Mets do me a favor and wake a fuck up in this series? If you don't win tomorrow night, it's all over. The era of Grimace runs out. And all because you choose to fall asleep at the plate at the worst times. Your pitching core turns into a dog heap into a dog shit pit, with the exception of Sean Manaea. Taylor's first pitch swung on, fly out to right field. Into Taylor, into Marte, one down, and here comes Shohei. If you're Budo, what do you do with Otani? He's walked twice, and he hit a long ball to start the game. And they're playing chicken with them again, 2-0. Ball 3. Looks like Otani's going to get walked again. And they walk him again. You dumbass motherfuckers. Okay, who you put in tonight? You gonna put in Garrett? You gonna put in Young? Or you gonna put in Peterson? I'd rather say Peterson for tomorrow night. Maton. You're putting in Maton. Whatever. At this point, I don't give a rat's ass. You want to kill yourselves with pitchers who can't mitigate damage control? Fine. Be my guest, Mendoza, you dumbass gambler. You ask God to humble this gambling buffoon, and even when he does humble himself, the relief is brief. The humility is brief. Next season, I want Mendoza's gambling kept to a minimum. Is that too much to ask? Well, at the very least, I've had some of my highest viewer counts, live viewer counts this year, if not of all time, outside of Grassi Posse raids. And trust me, folks, when I say I have no intention of doing tomorrow's game, the Mets are going to continue to be this sucky at home against the fucking Dodgers. We need one damn win just to force us back to LA where we could take the advantage. Just one damn win to force the Dodgers' hand where we can take them down in their home. Because there seems to be some bit of a paradox the last handful of years where we do better in Los Angeles than we do in New York against this team of scum. Strike one on the cut fastball. And what's the reason why this team is notorious for being bottom of the barrel in terms of walk to strikeout ratio with the pitching staff and have the highest walk total. Simple. These pitchers try too hard to nibble instead of just throw it down the center. 2-1. Fouled off, 2-2. I mean, if Mendoza was smart, he'd pull both Nimmo and Alvarez. One's got plantar fasciitis, and one's probably got a dislocated kneecap at this point. But given how much of a stubborn idiot Mendoza is, he probably won't pull either of them. And that's gone. This is why I didn't want Maton out there. And this is why I hate it every time the Dodgers come to City. The Mets can't figure out to go after the hitters. Go after the hitters because they're playing too fucking cute with this team. The Dodgers don't play fucking cute, you dimwits. I want a manager who's fucking logical and knows the Dodgers' weaknesses inside and out next season. Mendoza does not know them. And I want a manager who can actually fucking win against the Dodgers at home. Mendoza is letting his cowardly, compulsive gambling habit strike again. And people wonder why I've constantly called for Carlos Mendoza's death all season. In the gambling habit. This is all gambling across the board. Gambling with the rotation, gambling with the bullpen, and gambling with a crippled lineup in batting configuration. These pitchers are more about nibble pitching. You know what that is? Trying to go for the corner and trying to get the ump to call strikes. When these umps are not going to call strikes on those pitches, and Hernandez gets walked. I didn't want Maton out here in this spot. I'm getting ready to fucking murder Carlos Mendoza for his self-indulgence, his compulsive gambling habit, and his fucking incompetence. I'm really getting this close to the desire to murder him. To fucking let me repeat that. Mendoza is driving me to the point where I want to fly my ass up to New York City and fucking murder him for his incompetency. He's driving me to that point. Then again, there are fates far worse than death. And for an incompetent boob like him, pink slips. Is it too much to ask you, Almighty God, to give this team a win at home against the fucking Dodgers? Force out to Iglesias. Yes, they're not going to get Edman with that speed. 2 down. I mean, seriously. Why did we have to hire a gambling fool for a manager this year? I mean, yeah, outside of the 1984 season, this has been our best year that ended on a season in a year that ended on a 4, as we actually got to the playoffs. Actually, we made a fucking Cinderella run to the NLCS, which isn't anything to sneeze at. Pete, I wish you didn't show that playoff pumpkin, because if we lose tomorrow, that's the clock striking midnight. And I would rather smash that pumpkin over your damn head. And again, because of my commitment to the Mega Mets tomorrow, I have no intention of calling tomorrow's game. Will I track it? Yes. But will I call it? No. Strike 3. Mets get out of the inning, but they give up another 2. 5.5 complete, 7-2 Los Angeles. Now, God, can you do me a favor and get the Mets some damn runs? Get them. Give them runs, not let them cough them up. I am really getting sick of this. Fuck you, Exotic Marlin. Fuck you. All I want is for Mendoza to construct a lineup logically, but instead, he's gambling with injured players. I mean, it's bad enough Nimmo has been playing through plantar fasciitis in his left foot. And he can barely move on the base paths, let alone in the outfield. Why didn't you start Winker tonight, you dumbass? Against Jack Flaherty, you're going to need to change it up. Because this stagnant lineup isn't working. Shut up, Marlin. I'm not even putting a link in this one tonight. Mostly because of how angry I am at this. Marlin, how about you go fuck yourself? Because I'm not in the mood to deal with your Dodger trolling. Okay? How about you do that? Because unless the Mets can give themselves a fucking Ludovico treatment to flat out kill the Dodgers next season, I'm not sure if they can even beat this team anymore at home. Here's Nimmo. Strike 1 is he doesn't even bother to chase. I get the foot is bothering you, Nimmo, but you gotta make some commitments on these pitches. But then again, Mendoza is so stupid to keep bringing you out here on a bad fucking wheel. Make some contact, Brandon. got a better idea. Ban user and delete comments. See, you piece of shit. Foul off. But how bad they've been playing at home against the Dodgers in the last decade or so, it don't look like that be happening. Line drive in the left field, base hit for Nimmo. But you gotta wonder, how much pain is Nimmo in to get that hit? I mean, at this point, get a pinch runner out there for Brandon. If his wheel is that badly beat up, Nimmo, you idiot. If that foot goes out on you tomorrow, it's on your damn head. Nimmo, there are times where you need to be logical. Stubborn jackass. Yeah, an 8-year contract. Two-0 pitch. Ground ball off the glove. Base hit. Especially when you consider how bad Martinez has been tonight. A walk and a strikeout and a fly out to shallow right. Sweeper, and he just takes it over the plate. Strike one. The problem with Martinez is he's been overly reckless. One, two, and it's fouled off. Blame that on the morale killer from that grand slam that he got against Anaheim, and then the collateral damage cough up. 2-2 pitch. Make some contact, Jet. Maybe. Ball three. Now the question is Martinez going to be gullible enough to chase? Ball four, bags loaded again. And Pryor going out to calm Phillips down. I don't blame him in this situation. Kind of like how I don't hold Yamamoto accountable for what happened in the Alvarez in the last inning. I truly don't hold him accountable for it. I mean, did he intend for that ball to hit Alvarez near the kneecap last inning? Even though it didn't amount to anything for the Mets? No. Did he still hit him with it? Yes. But it was a complete accident. He put too much velocity on the ball and it clocked. And it plunked the kid. Who technically didn't close it all last night. Went to bed in the pitcher that shut the door on the Mets last night was Ben Kasparius. You shut the door on the Mets last night was Ben Kasparius, not Blake Trinan. Strike one to Iglesias as he takes one on the inside corner. Fouls a sweeper on the outside, down the right field line, but it's going to hook foul. Foul into the seats, 1-2. Come on, Jose, give me a whack. Make some contact here, you son of a bitch. Of course, any contact, we get a run home. In the dirt, 1-2. Come on, Jose. Clear the bases a little bit. Clear the bases a little bit. And he goes down swinging. You son of a bitch. That opens the double play ball opportunity. You son of a bitch. Should have been Winker. I mean, why go to a bad hitter over a good hitter? I mean, in fairness, Winker's not all that great. Hasn't been all that good this postseason either. But he's been a little more reliable. You've only brought McNeil back for this series at the expense of minimizing your bullpen by a pitcher. Anthony Bondo will now come on for the Dodgers to try to get out of this inning. 7-2, 1 out, bottom 6. Again, I ask, why did you put in McNeil over Winker, you son of a bitch? This is gambling. 0-2 to McNeil. Fouls it off again. Can we get some damn contact here, Francisco? I thought Phillips was coming in. I mean, was going out, and Bondo was coming in, but nope. They're keeping him in the. And we'll do it again. How about you strangle him for the gambling habit? All one in the dirt. Just get a hit, Jeff. Make fucking contact. Fly ball to shallow center. Nemo's not going to tag up. Seriously, why didn't you put Winker in the first place, you son of a bitch? Why do you torture me with your gambling habit, Mendoza? Why do you torture me with the gambling? I'm going to kill you for all this gambling. Your biggest weakness is gambling. Is your in-game gambling habit. Whether it's gambling with the bullpen, gambling with the rotation, and in this case, with a bum-wheeled Nimmo, gambling with the damn lineup. Torrens will come in to catch for the rest of the game, and I'm getting worn out from this motherfucker. Trinan coming in the pitch over Phillips. And why does some tell me the Mets are going to waste this opportunity? Because of Carlos Mendoza's fucking incompetence. I mean, I swear, I brought myself to the point of an aneurysm the last 2 games. I don't know how many years I've shaved off my lifespan, but I'm pretty sure I've nearly given myself an aneurysm. And I wish I was lying about the aneurysm. Winker takes the first pitch after taking a step off. He doesn't even bother to chase it. Strike one. And he fucking flies it out. I knew it. It was a deep right field shot, but it died at the track. And they couldn't do a damn thing again! Because Mendoza doesn't see the forest for the trees when he gambles. I'm getting fed. I know I am being a dead fucking horse, but Mendoza's gambling in and out of games with this lineup is driving me fucking bananas. Anytime I think this son of a bitch finally gets his head out of his ass and finally humbles himself to where he will say, I will never gamble again, that humility is brief. Any sense of relief I get, and any amount of humility he shows to where it helps the Mets is brief. Why can't you be humble all the time, Mendoza? Why can't you hold yourself accountable? It's as much you're at blame for how this series is played out. I mean, Nimmo's got a bad wheel. Put him on the bench tomorrow night and let Winker play in left. Have Taylor in center and Marte in right. Or Bader in center and Taylor at right. Get Max Muncy out. Or if you have to, you deliberately cause violent harm to him, plunk him in the head to where he's fucking concussed. Torrens will come in the catch again because of the bum wheel on Alvarez, which means Torrens will have to catch in game 5 as much as he doesn't want to. I swear, sometimes this manager drives me up a damn wall with the gambling habit. Why can't this team have a manager who's logical? I mean, Buck was pretty logical a couple of years ago, but then he was forced out of necessity to gamble with the pieces he had because pieces he lost due to injuries. And throw in Phil Maton being Billy Epler being a corrupt piece of horse crap. And unfortunately, unlike last night, I have nothing to distract myself with. I had the Yankees losing the ALCS game they played tonight as a small distraction at the start of the game, but now I have nothing to distract me because I can't join the big blue crew tonight. Strike one on the cut fastball to Muncy. Taylor will go in the center. And it's another fucking single. What is that now? 12 in a row? We can't get this piece of shit out! Get Muncy out! Kill him! Kill him! If you have to deliberately get this bastard injured just to take him out of a game, do it tomorrow night. And this is one of the main reasons I'm not even bothering to call tomorrow night's game. In the game tomorrow afternoon. Given how late this shit heap is going. And Smith goes down staring at 1 down. I mean, in this case, I don't mind Danny Young coming up. Two and one. With the exception of constantly failing to get fucking Muncie out. Fouled off, 2 and 1. 2. And of course, Muncie, who once again, the team can't seem to get the fuck out. And it punked him. Yeah, it got him in the wrist. One. I'll wait until after this game to put it up. One, two. Chase the curve, strike 3. Maton's out, Young coming in. Ball one. Note to self. Wait till the World Series to do another game call. 1-2. One, two to Ohtani. And he gets a base hit. Or a grounder, never mind. Soft grounder to Iglesias. And that ends the inning. (7-2) as we go to the stretch. Yeesh. No yeet for the Saints. First pitch Lindor, ball one. Ball two. Although the Dodgers suggested Jack Flaherty, strike one. Three. One pitch. Base hit. Here's Vientos. And he gets a double play, Paul. Or not. First pitch to Alonso now. Strike one. Ball one. I know this is not how Alonso wanted his final season as a Met before free agency to come to an end. But again, he's been trying too hard to play like Aaron Judge, and that's been doing him a lot more harm than good this season. In the dirt, 2-1. And I would just take the bat and bludgeon the agent for it. Take whatever money the Mets are willing to give me to sign me to at least 1 or 2 more years at minimum, to a 2-year contract at minimum. Strike two. Two pitch. Too far down, 3-2. Fouls that one off. We'll do it again. And he goes down swinging again. Again, I ask, why is Mendoza keeping Nimmo out there? I mean, I get it's of Nimmo's volition to stay out there, but here's the problem. You've got plantar fasciitis, which is a debilitating heel condition. Your foot is in unbearable agony, Nims. Why not just sit down tomorrow night and sit for tomorrow night's game? Alvarez has to sit tomorrow night. Why can't you, you son of a bitch? It's just something that is fucking frustrating me. Hold on. Line drive to left field. Base hit. That's good. Let Vientos move to third. Nimmo will have to hold up at first because of the bad wheel. Ball, strike one. Why are you chasing that outside the zone, Starling? That goes into the dirt again, 1-2. And a fly ball to end the fucking into the gap. Mets only have 6 outs to work with now. 7-2 Los Angeles. It'll be Betts, Hernandez, and Edman for the Dodgers. Ball one from Young to Betts. Foul ball 1-1. But here's the problem with Senga, Howie. He got butchered his last outing against the Dodgers. 2-1. And a base hit for Mookie. How far is this going to fly? As far as I'm concerned, go to Peterson tomorrow night. That's driven into right field. Base hit. Marte will scoop it up to hold Betts to a single. Hi, Cave.
What's good, man? I know
Not,
you've been going. I know.
Everything's been horse shit tonight. Once again, Mendoza's bad gambling habit. The fact that Nimmo's got plantar fasciitis in his left heel, which is why, in my view, he shouldn't even be starting tomorrow. Throw the dog mentality out the window. Don't start him tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that the Mets have only beaten the Dodgers like 5 times since 2016 in Citi Field is frustrating. For one reason or another, we do well. The Mets do well against the Dodgers when the ownership has ravine. But at home, they get made in the Dodgers, bitch.
Yeah,
I can't figure out why.
Yeah, the Mets came home for 3 games, man. They could have, if they'd have won both of these games at home, they would have been in the driver's seat. Everything was right here for them.
And instead, Mendoza goes the gambling route. Severino and Quintana shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
They can't get fucking Max Muncy out.
Yeah, calm down. I know, man.
I mean, at this point, I'd rather just deliberately throw a pitch at Muncy's head and concuss him.
Yeah, Mets. Wait, who's pitching today who's pitching for the Dodgers today?
Yamamoto.
Oh man, he shut the Mets down, huh?
Well, he gave up 2 runs.
Yeah.
And the fact the Mets are doing nothing but nibble pitches with an umpire who doesn't give a fuck for nibble pitches.
Yeah, he said they nibbling on the corners.
If you're going to face the Dodgers, you can't play scared. You can't constantly throw nibbles. You got to give them the beat down the damn pipe. And Hernandez just got walked. Can we get Danny Young off now?
Mm-hmm.
And now Trey Meyer's coming in the pitch run for Hernandez. And now we got Alvarez out with a knee issue because he got plunked in the leg by Yamamoto back in the 5th. I mean, I really can't stand it anymore, Man Cave. How much more do I have to put up with the Dodgers constantly making the team their bitch at Citi Field? How much more do I have to put up with Mendoza and his constant gambling?
Right.
In fact, this whole series, the Mets have been outscored by a collective of 28-9 so far is fucking infuriating.
Mm-hmm.
It's pathetic. Even if they somehow pull a miracle off and win the remaining 3 games in this series, the run differential would scream the Mets do not belong in the World Series at that point. And they need a miracle tomorrow. And that's a 2-run double by Edman. It's now 9-2.
Yeah, they're going to need a miracle tomorrow, man. That's their saving grace. Like I said, they came home, man. I thought that was going to be it for them, man. I thought that was going to be a...
But we should have seen the damn signs. The Mets have struggled and played like bitches at home against the Dodgers the last decade or so. At best, they can only get a salvage against this team. At worst, They've been swept for the last 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they've only won one damn series in that stretch, and that was in 22.
Yeah, just gonna have to chalk this one up, man.
Base hit, runners on the corners. Get Danny Young out of there, you son of a bitch!
Oh, calm down, calm down.
I can't calm down, Man Cave.
I mean, hey, there's nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? The game is already out of hand.
When Mendoza just throws pitchers out like this, you know he's punting the game away because he's being an apathetic asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Oh, that was him. Never mind. And here comes that motherfucker, Max Muncy, who they haven't gotten out in 12 consecutive at-bats. Strike one on the sweeper.
Yeah, who's the Mets? Who's pitching tomorrow for the Mets and the Dodgers? The Dodgers is Flaherty is pitching. And how's he a pitcher? How is he as a pitcher, Flaherty?
He threw 7 shutout last time against New York in Game 1. A game I didn't call because I was at a wrestling event.
Oh, he threw a shot. So Flaherty, so that's one of their good pitchers then. So they got a tough one. They got a tough one tomorrow. Who's pitching for the Mets? Had they named a starter yet?
Mendoza's going to gamble on Kodai, but if we saw how bad he pitched on Sunday, I'd say it's a no-go. Go to David Peterson. Why substitute your worst pitch, a bad pitcher, for a good one? A good pitcher for a bad one. And finally, Muncy strikes out. Finally, they get this piece of shit out.
And what Cody was like, Cody gives up a lot of runs.
He gave up a lot of walks in his last outing.
No, that's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. When you give a lot of on walks, that's a recipe for disaster.
That's the problem with this Met, and that's been the problem with the Mets pitching core this year because they're so busy nibbling and being cute and fancy with their attempts at getting strikeouts against teams who have high levels of plate discipline. They're not going to get those strikeouts. And compounding those issues, they give up long balls after those walks. Fouled off. We'll do it again 0-1. 0-2. Fuck the baseball scriptwriters who want Dodger Yankees.
Easy.
Look, I get the Guardians were able to get a win tonight, so they get to survive to fight another day.
I know the Yankees blew that one. The Yankees got up 1-0, then the Guardians came back, took the lead, then the Yankees came back and took the lead, and then their closer, their pitchers couldn't even. Yeah.
And then they throw a middle out cookie that ties the game. And they throw another cookie that wins it for Cleveland.
Yep. But I think tomorrow Yankees got Gill on the mound and against
Gill or whatever.
Luis Gill against Gavin Williams. Gavin Williams.
And a RBI single to center. It's now 10-2 Dodgers.
Yeah.
Why do I torture myself with a team who basically turns into fucking pussies against the Dodgers?
Well, Mets, we got to really look at it. I mean, the Mets are overachieving. And like I said, you got to be happy with the way they played this season.
I know they overachieved this year. This was supposed to be a kick the can down the road year, and I would have been fine with that.
Hey, they gave you more than you thought they was going to do. You didn't even think they was going to make the playoffs this year, and they made the playoffs. They made the postseason. They made a deep playoff run. So it's good for them, man. It's like, and who knows? They might win tomorrow. You just never know, man. I mean, it looks bleak right now. That's how it looks. It looks bleak.
Again, Man Cave, with how bad they play the Dodgers at home, it's going to take a fucking miracle tomorrow.
Hey, that's why they call the Amazings, right? The Amazing Mets. So you never know, man. Just when you count them out, they might come up tomorrow. Never know.
Remember, 88, It was the mighty Mets, and they blew it against the Dodgers. Fly
Yeah.
ball is hot, heads to center. Taylor's under it. He makes the catch. Thanks for coming in to be a bit of a calming agent for me.
Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, tomorrow's another game. They live another play another day, man.
Just for the record, I'm not going to call tomorrow because of how pissed I am over these last two.
How pissed you are, man. Hey, like I said, it's baseball season. It's October.
Well, that and the fact I don't want to end. The reason I shirked a lot of game calls this year prior to joining the crew, aside from how it's set up on my TV and my laptop, is I don't want to end up like my dad, basically tunnel vision work,
I know.
call
I
it,
see it.
where it fries my brain.
Yeah, hey, you just take a little at a time, man. As far as the game, don't get too emotional in the game because at the end of the day, you get all overexcited and they come back and win the game. Not this one, but
They couldn't even do
sometimes
it
it could be a
last.
3-4. Yeah, and if they down 3-0 or 2-0, they could come back and win the game, just like they did against what was that, Milwaukee? Was that Milwaukee when Lindor hit that grand slam?
It was Philadelphia, and they were only down
Philadelphia.
1.
Yeah, yeah, man.
But still, I think the whole mindset for Mendoza was to try to out-gamble Davey Roberts, and unfortunately, he went overboard with micromanaging.
Mm-hmm.
Usually that's Roberts' biggest weakness, but when Roberts found out he was facing someone who's just as bad, if not worse than him, at gambling in game, it gave Roberts a calming agent.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes Shohei with a chance to really put the nail in the coffin. Especially in the situation he thrives in. 17 of his last 22 with runners on base, he's whacked.
Mm-hmm.
They walked him 3 times, he's grounded out, and he hit a solo bomb to start the game.
Shohei Ohtani
Fouls it off, 0-1. And ricochets off his back leg. Ball 1 on the sinker. Can we get Danny Young off this damn mound? You overtaxed Tyler McGill last night, and look where that got you, Mendoza, you piece of garbage. You shipped out Ottavino for McNeil, who is not fully recovered for his hand injury. Bad move, because you shorthanded your bullpen, you dumbass. Fouled off.
Get Shohei out with the bases loaded.
Here's what I want tomorrow. I want Nimmo to sit. I don't care what he says. That foot is killing him.
My Brandon Nemo.
Yeah.
What position? Where he play? He play first base or is he play second?
He's left field.
Left field. Oh yeah. If his foot is hurting, you don't want him playing out in the outfield because if he got chase balls and he's not going to get it.
The guy's been dealing with plantar fasciitis since May.
Yeah, he opted to play. He's out there to play the season until.
And believe me when I say this, man, Cave. During COVID, I dealt with plantar fasciitis.
Mm-hmm. It's grueling, ain't it? It's painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna play through it till they eliminate it. Then he'll get the surgery or whatever he's gonna have to do.
And then
So
there's
he has to deal with the pain.
And then there's Pete. What do you do with his contract? You give him a new one?
Pete Alonso.
I mean, he underperformed this year. I'm not going to lie about that. But I blame that on his agent telling him to be more professional, be like Aaron Judge. If I was in Alonso's shoes, I would take my baseball bat and bludgeon in the guy until his skull cracked.
Oh, you don't want to do that. But what the Mets could do instead of giving that, they could probably trade him. Probably get some prospects, man. Build your team back up. If he ain't gonna be here long term,
So close to breaking the team home run record.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean,
if you keep him around for at least 2 more years, he can finally get over the strawberry hump.
yeah, but the thing about it, you give him the contract you give him is not going to be a 2-year contract. It's going to be like what 5-year or 6 year, 7. It's not going to be a 2-year contract. That's the thing with baseball. It's either going to be a 5-year, 10-year, depending on who it is.
Okay, then give him a minimum of 5.
Okay, well, if that's what you want, hey, they can bring him back for 5, or you can trade him with somebody and get some great prospects, and go that way.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Right now, Vientos has established himself as a top quality third baseman. I don't want Brett Baty to come back at all.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Eduardo Henriquez. He'll face J.D. Martinez, Jose Iglesias, and Tyrone Taylor, replacing Harrison Bader. Krameyer stays in the game at center. Pages switches to left. I had over 30 people in here at one point.
Yeah, I mean, they watching the game, but because the Mets losing, so they probably gone. They was if the Mets was winning, it'd be different, right?
No, I think it was also a good chunk of Dodger fans that were in here.
That's a good thing. That's also a good thing. That's good.
Throwing that I got a birthday party to deal with on Sunday for my old man. If the Mets do get eliminated on Friday, I won't have to deal with this shit on Sunday. First pitch is a ball out low and in. Why not just put Winker in for Martinez at DH tonight, huh? Mendoza. And to the urinating tree, if you're listening to me, dude, use any of my anti-Mendoza gambling tirades for when you get to the Haters Guide of the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Ball 2. At least the Liberty have a chance to end their legacy of failure tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
3-0. Enriquez is missed with 3 straight pitches, 2 four-seamers and a cut.
J.D. Martinez
has been atrocious this postseason, outside a couple of hits in the wild card round and the divisional round. Strike 1, 3-1.
You mean the former Boston Red Sox
and LA Dodger.
Yep.
If I remember right, he won the title with the Sox, right?
Mm-hmm.
2018.
Yep, J.D. Martinez.
And he fouls it off. And knowing Martinez, he's going to be stupid enough to chase one outside for strike. There seems to be no discipline at the plate lately from the Mets.
Right.
Here's the payoff. And he walked him. Second walk of the night for JD.
So Martinez is aboard.
When I'm done with this, I'm going to set up a couple of more Mega Mets podcast episodes.
Okay. All right. Who's up next to bat? It's
Condolita.
Mm-hmm.
Not had the same level of OMG magic in this series. Strike 1.
South Francisco Lindor ain't do nothing this game.
And a couple of singles, but he's only gotten home once. But he hasn't been dripped, but nothing home. Ball 1. Well, who they got left in the bull? Who they have left on the bench, dude? Nope. Other than Luis Acuna to pitch. Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, putting in a position player in this point, that's the ultimate punt. Someone needs to teach Mendoza cause, effect, and consequence when it comes to his gambling habit. What happened? Oh, pop up.
Yeah. The Mets lost to Bueller yesterday, right? Bueller.
Well, technically, Bueller didn't even get to the fifth. They pulled him after 4.
Oh, so yeah, you don't get credit.
They lost to Kopech. I mean, the guy who got this decision was Kopech.
Yeah, because I think you got to go at least 5, right?
Yes. And tonight for the Dodgers, the decision will not go to Yamamoto. It's going to go to Evan Phillips. Ball 2. Fourth out, ground out by Taylor.
Tell you what, the Mets bets better come alive tomorrow.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Mendoza's gambling habit, combined with injuries to Nimmo and Alvarez, this is the ultimate low point of the Mets' playoff push.
And then you say facing Flaherty tomorrow. He's a great pitcher. What is he? He's a hard thrower, or he just got different pitches?
I think it's a bit of both.
No, okay.
Here's Luis Torrens, who we know will be catching tomorrow night's game. Again, mostly due to the injury of that kneecap on Francisco Alvarez. Taylor goes to second on defensive indifference, strike 1 to Torrens. And Torrens hits a fly ball to right, and it's foul.
Yep, that's what it breaks down. Runners in scoring position: 16 for 48 for the Dodgers, and only 4 for 26 for the Mets.
Well, again, when you show a lack of discipline at the plate, that's a consequence. The Mets have gone overboard in aggression in this whole series.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two hitting coaches, who you want to get rid of, Jeremy Barnes or Eric Chavez?
Like I said, I don't watch the Mets too much. So I don't know.
Yeah, you're a Yankees guy.
Mm-hmm. Which one you want to get rid of?
Pop up to second. Luck caught by Taylor. Inning over. I want to get rid of Barnes. The guy's aggression, has led to a lot of homers, but as a trade-off, it's led to a decline in batting average.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is so over-reliant on aggression at the plate. When it was just Chavez alone in 22, what did you see with the Mets? A more disciplined approach. More reliant on contact hitting than the long ball. Mm-hmm. Having a two-headed monster led to an identity crisis out of the chute.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be Betts, Krameyer, and Edman. The fact that this fucker may go to midnight is infuriating.
Yeah, the Yankees lost the game in extra innings.
I'm aware.
That was a good long game, but Gotta get the dub. Gotta get the dub. Mets, the home crowd's been cheering the Mets on at City Field, man.
And it's not working. For the 43,882 that bothered to show up tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it we can't beat teams from California at home in the postseason? Couldn't do it with the Giants in 16, couldn't do it with the Padres in 22, and we can't
Mm-hmm.
do it with the Dodgers in 24. I'm serious, man, Cave. Anytime I think Mendoza's pulled his head out of his ass and humbled himself into stop gambling, that humility and from him and that relief for me is brief.
Right.
Maybe I'll just stick to baseball calls on Saturdays next season.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly to avoid blowing a freaking gasket.
He said the Mets gonna drive you to do that. It's like, hey, you might be surprised. They might be better. They might be better next year.
You know what the Mets playoff pattern is? It's make the playoffs, get knocked out, and then fail for a certain length of years.
Mm-hmm.
All want them bets. Can we please get Danny Young off that damn mound? 2-0. Homer, single, double. Well, tonight for bets. Will he get the cycle?
Mm-hmm.
How rare is it to get a cycle in the postseason?
That's very rare to hit for the cycle. And who's that? Mookie Betts. He has a chance to do it.
Yes.
What, he got a home run, a triple? He got a triple already?
Double.
He got a double. He got a home run, a double, and what? A single?
Single.
He needs a triple. And the triple is the hardest one because if you get the home run and the triple, yeah, if you get the home run and the triple first, oh man, yeah, then you can have a chance to hit for the cycle. But that triple is gonna be hard.
2 singles.
Oh yeah, 2 singles. Yeah, he needs a double, triple, and a double.
No, he just needs a triple. It's 2 singles, a double, and a homer he's got.
Oh wow.
Ground ball to Iglesias. He'll pick it up, fling it to Alonso. 1 down. No cycle.
Yep.
I mean, we know it'll be Torrens behind the plate tomorrow for the Mets, but what about in left? Strike 1, strike 2. Both swing at sweepers. One goes a little further out than the other. This time he doesn't chase. 1 and 2. Where's the discipline? These last 2 games, the Mets have been going around like a bunch of chickens with their damn heads cut off. I don't think making a bowl of soup tomorrow is going to keep me calm.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if the soup in question is mulligatawny. 3-0.
Shohei.
Said mulligatawny, not Shohei Ohtani.
Um,
Swung and missed strike 3, 2 down. Here's Edman, who's doubled twice and driven in 3. 2 of which were on that double in the 4th inning. In the 4th inning, where Nimmo's mobility was heavily compromised because of the injury, because of the plantar fasciitis.
Mm-hmm.
Ground ball, Young to Alonso, ends the inning. It'll be up to Lindor, Viento, and Alonso at minimum to try to keep the Mets alive in this fucker. 10-2 Los Angeles going into the bottom of the ninth. I gotta do a short after this game where I'm gonna go off.
She gonna flip you. You gonna flip the lid. Don't blow a gasket, man.
Like, I wouldn't mind tapping into the dark side of the force and frying the Dodgers with Sith lightning at this point, even if it causes me to kill myself.
Don't do that, man. It ain't worth it.
What do you want me to do? Put X-Lax in their whey powder drinks? I mean, you can't focus at the plate or on the mound if you're trying to keep shit in your gut, aren't right?
Mm-hmm.
Thinking that would probably turn Steve Field in the new Oakland Coliseum. Have they torn that down yet?
Nope, not yet.
Or are they going to wait until after the season to tear it down?
Yep. Because the Oakland A's are gone.
Should have torn that down years ago. But then again, when you consider how much of a bunch of cheapskates the city's government is, not shocked. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So Denver pulled out a stomp tonight.
Yeah, they stomped the Saints.
Bo Nick's starting to come into his own.
Yeah, but the Saints got a lot of injuries, and they lost 2 more players in the game. Oh, I think 2 or 3 players in the game today. That's what the season is. That's how the season's a long season. You're gonna have that in the game.
At this point,
start falling like flies.
Giants need to hold Neal at gunpoint and tell him to either start blocking Jones or you're gone.
Well, he's gonna get a chance too. He'll get a chance either against the Eagles or the next game. We'll see.
Oh God, Denver's got an easy one next week.
Anyway.
They get Carolina.
No. Yeah.
I smell a massacre in that game. Ball 1 to Lindor. Was singled twice but failed to get home each time. Fouls off the inside stuff to going inside 1-1.
So the Mets had the bases loaded in this game with nobody out, and they couldn't even score.
They actually had the bases loaded twice and only got one in on a force out. That had to be overturned from a double play.
See, that's why when you get the bases loaded, you got to hit the ball to the outfield.
Well, they did get one in the outfield. The problem was it was too shallow, and when you consider how compromised Nimmo's foot is, he couldn't tag up.
Mm-hmm.
Even if that got in the mid-range outfield, he wouldn't tag up. Strike 3. Lindor down on strikes for the second time of the night. Vientos tied this franchise's single postseason record with 12 RBIs tonight with a solo in the first that tied the game initially. But beyond that, he struck out twice and he's flown out. Strike one. Strike two on a foul ball.
Mets are down to the last out in a strike.
Base hit by Vientos in the center.
Okay. Henriquez against Vientos.
And here's Alonso, who's done horribly tonight.
Pete Alonso.
Yeah. But then again, this whole series, he's been dog shit.
And he's looking for a payday, right?
Yep. You're not going to get it playing this sloppily. I mean, then again, Daniel Murphy didn't get a payday when he played as poorly as he did in the World Series almost 10 years ago. He took his ball to Washington, and Alonso lines one in the center field for a base hit. So now Mets have first and second and 2 men and 1 man out.
Okay.
At this point, it's garbage time rally.
He said this time is just too little, too late.
Yep. Even if they get a run or two, it's not going to do much.
Right. Yeah. If this game was still 3-2 or something like that, then it'd be like, yeah.
Or even 5-2, then it would have been fine. But not 10-2. Nimmo, bad wheel and all. Coming up. 2 for 4 with 2 singles and an RBI on a force out. And double play ball, game over. Or just a force out, never mind. Now it's up to Marte to at least get one of these bozos home.
It's my Starling Marte.
Ball one. Yeah.
He's been around for a minute. He's been around for a minute.
And given the knee issues, you'd think that, and the fact he's only hit 7 homers, around 30 or 40 ribbies each of the last 2 years, you'd think the Mets would have gotten rid of him this or next year. I mean, granted, Tyrone Taylor and Harrison Bader aren't much better. And he pops up, game over, Dodgers win and take the 3-1 series lead.
Yep. 3-1 Mets, man. But everybody, man, thanks. Hit that like and subscribe button to the Mets 2128 Man Cave Podcast and also the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. One centralized location for all our contents: boxing, baseball, football, boxing, MMA, UFC, wrestling, and soccer coming soon. And also subscribe to all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. NYG Unpopular Opinion Sports, Big Pat Sports Talk, G Nation Inside Sports with Big Lou, Miz in the Midday, Wales to New Jersey, Mac the Giants fans, Zion Zenith, Classified 3F with Joel, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Mets 2128, Leaf Diggy, me, the Man Cave Podcast, and many more. So hit that like and subscribe button, man. It costs you nothing. Just hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you know when Mets 2128 or the Big Blue Crew Sports Network are pushing contents out. You got it, Mets. Final score from Citi Field: Dodgers 10, Mets 2. Dodgers go up 3-1. And tomorrow's night game is at 8 o'clock tomorrow from Citi Field, Dodgers and Mets.
Sorry about that, Man Cave. I was doing my short.
Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Yeah, finish. Yeah, you could end the stream. We good.
Hang on. As Man Cave pointed out, comment, like, and subscribe. to every member of the Big Blue Crew, not just us. Till then, we must bid you adieu. So goodbye. Good fucking night. Bang. Don't expect to see me until tomorrow after this game, near the end or after this game, because I'm doing Mega Mets and boycotting this game in Game 5 tomorrow.
All right.
Hopefully, maybe a boycott will get this team's head out of its ass. Peace.